Hi, Shay Hulse here. If you don't know me, I am a mom of two. I have a 4 month old and an 18-month old, and I help other moms in their home businesses and in life figure out how to get to the next level of life and how to live their best life. So, I want to specifically talk to you today about manifestation, what it is, what it means, what it does. So, what it is, to me specifically, means just if you dream it and if you believe it, you can do it and you can achieve it and you can have it, right? And how it works, in essence, is that when you ask the universe for something, it will give you what you're asking for. So, the top three things that I've found across all niches about manifestation. And so, a little bit of backstory first. So, my husband and I are both in recovery. We have 3 years sober. I'm not terribly religious, but I am involved with a company that religion is a very, you know, major focal point, and that's totally okay with me. And third, that I'm a little bit odd. I have crystals and things like that, and I call it odd. Other people don't care. I think that you know, it's the power of belief. It's the power of positivity. If you think it, you can do it, right? So that's what manifestation is. And so the three things that I've found across all of these different platforms and places that I'm involved in is just that there's always like a higher power. When you're talking about getting to the next level, um, it's always asking your higher power for what it is that you want and what it is that you need to get to the next level, and that the universe is going to answer you, right? That's the first thing that I've always noticed everywhere that I go. It's just that anyone with any level of success in their life, or however you define success, I guess is up to you. Um, but they always talk about that, their higher power. What it is that got them to this next level was asking their higher power specifically for what they wanted. So I want to dive a little bit into that. Is specifically is very different for different people, for different niches, for different places. Um, and the universe will have fun with you. It really will. If you say, I want to stay home with my kids, and you've been saying this for years, and now here's this pandemic, and all of a sudden you're stuck at home with your kids, but now you have no money coming in. Maybe, you have no job anymore, maybe this, maybe that. So you're home with your kids, and you're homeschooling them, and you're stressed out every day. So you got what you wanted, but haha, it's not exactly the way that you wanted it, right? So when you're asking your higher power for things, you want to be very, very specific about what it is that you want. So that's kind of part one, having higher power, and part two, being very specific about what it is that you want. And then part three to manifestation is knowing where you're going. Okay, that's like part 2B, we'll say. But so many people have like something of significance that they believe is what allowed them to get to the next level. And I want to say that it's not, it, it's usually like an object or something. I'm currently reading a book, and I'm not going to get into that at the moment, but this book talks about a rock or something. So it's where crystals or something would come in. So this is actually right here is a rutilated quartz. And this rutilated quartz was the very first thing my husband ever bought for me. And it's amazing and it's wonderful. And it was just one of those moments. We were in DC the weekend, maybe it was a month into dating, let's say. Washington, D.C. And we're walking around these street fairs. And, he wants to buy me something. And, we literally just started dating, and I'm thinking it's wonderful. We were friends for 2 years, so we were friends, and then we started dating, and so he already knew a lot about me. So we're looking and looking and looking, and we come across this green necklace. I love jewelry. I love green, and it's rutilated quartz, and it's like, wow, all right, so that's it. So we buy it, and then afterwards we're like, okay, so what does rutilated quartz mean? And so when we started looking into it, it's a healing crystal for healers, which is very interesting because I consider myself to be, yes, somewhat of a healer, energy healer. I have a knack for it. I have a knack for taking care of people, and I don't know what just happened. I hope that nothing happened to your screen, but on my screen, uh, it went into whatever mode. So those are like the three components to manifestation. Is, if I could remember, is it's like asking a higher power, asking the universe, asking God, asking Buddha, asking whoever for something that you want, to be very specific about what it is that you want. So you have to know where you're going. And then number three is to find some sort of object to help you really amplify those powers, right? So, while I'm thinking about what I want out of life, so we're sort of like in limbo. We're still in our apartment that we've been in now for 3 years, and we've been looking for a house, looking for a house, and we can physically get it, financially get it, things like that. But there's always there's always loopholes to reasons why you can't get things or blah 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 blah. So doesn't really matter the semantics, but what it is that we're looking for a house. So I just keep telling my husband to keep just really really keep thinking about a house. So the other part too is have like even something in your brain that will amplify those powers. So for me, what I'm focusing on right now in getting our house is physically holding a key in my hand and turning it in the doorknob to our brand new house. You want to envision what this house is. So I've been slowly building this house in my head. And I'm going to put it out to the universe because, well, I guess this is the fourth thing. When you put it out to the universe, that's where you're going to get. This is where the specifics come in. So specifically, I want a house with at least a 2-car garage. I want a pool. I want it to be an in-ground pool. I want at least 3 bedrooms because, one for ourselves, one for each of our children. And maybe a third room for an office because we both work from home. So that could be our space where we could each take turns, and it could also be like our home gym, right? So, because we work out every day. If you don't know, I do. If you follow me on Twitter, so go follow me on Twitter. I tweet it out every day what exercise I did that day, and because I think that it's the essence of mind, body, soul. You can't have one thing that works and the other thing that's not really working. Something's going to block your energy flow, and you have to try eliminating those blocks. So the thing that I'm working on right now is eliminating my mental blocks, and that's why I've been working on manifestation, because I have a lot of mental blocks, we'll say, just things in life and things in because you just come across those things. You're like, why can't this work right now? And because it's not meant for you right now. That's essentially what it is. But when you hit that block, then it gets in your brain, and then you just keep sitting in your brain, and you have to find a way to get yourself out of that mental block. And so manifestation is it's like dreamland, and it's a phenomenal way, I think, to eliminate some mental blocks that you're having. And I think that it's also a phenomenal exercise in self-care and a phenomenal exercise just in life in general to just keep thinking about the bigger picture. Keep thinking about what it is that you want. So it's not enough that I want a house. I want a house because I want to have a successful business that allows me and my husband, he could have the business. I don't really care where the money comes from. But I want to be home with my kids, and I want my husband to be able to be home with us, and I want us to all be happy and healthy, and that's really it. I don't, of course I want everything. I want that mansion and, this mansion there and this mansion there and blah, 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 blah. But in essence, money is a means to an end. It is the freedom to live a life on your own terms. And really, that's all I want, because I just want to be able to be with my family and love them and take care of them all the time. Because I obsessively love my family. I'm not going to apologize for that. And so manifestation is a phenomenal way to remember what's most important and remember what steps you need to take to get there. And it just provides you with the tools to get there too. So if you want to know more about me and what I do, follow me on my social platforms because I do go live every day. Sometimes I skip a day. I'm not skipping any days right now on Facebook. And also follow me on my blog because that's where you'll find a lot more helpful tips and tricks to get through life. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next week.